made it into the monument gates. That last statue looks like Aladdin. Doesn't he?
Underneath that monumental obelisk is an equally monumental cavern, marble, and it'd be great to have a little break on this floor. It's proper smooth. Hopefully I won't kick a little kid. But right round the edges we have these beautiful little dioramas, and I can see why all the school children are coming here. What a beautiful way to learn your history. They're really engaging, and it gives an overview of Indonesian history through the ages. And I guess it incorporates the cultural, religious and the major events, and I guess the arrival of the colonists, and the seemed to be a lot of war and firing guns and death during that period, and then going on to the development of the educational system and the political systems. But yeah, they're really, really good. I love them.
You alright?
You learnt your history?
I have.
You ready for a test?
No, go on, try. If I picked up
I
something.
don't think I'm qualified to test you on all the material here, but should we go up to the top?
Yeah. Saved by the bell. What bell? Alright. Are we walking to the top? Don't walk off the edge.
Walking around the plinth, what do you make of it?
I mean, there's so much space, it's massive, and with the music in the background, it's so calming, just having a little wander, and yeah, you can see the peripheral of this whole square. It looks amazing.
So for me, I'm going to go a little bit out there and say this is something out of the George Lucas Star Wars film. This base and the shape of it and the scale, I'm waiting for a TIE fighter to land.
Oh, like a spaceship?
Yeah. So I don't know if this kind gentleman works here, but he's explaining the queuing system to absolutely everyone. I don't know how it works. There's no, well, you have a number on your ticket. I don't know what that correlates to or how you know where you are in the queue, but we will wait and wonder and find out, no doubt. And I think maybe it is a walk to the top.
Okay, the queuing system here is a bit confusing. We have numbers on our tickets, but no one's really standing in a queue, so we don't want to push in. But we're going to see, you might regret this, we're going to see if we can walk up this tower. Oh, okay. But are you allowed to walk up the stairs?
With elevator.
Only elevator?
When you're going down, stop on second floor and walk with the steps.
Second floor down.
Yes.
Okay, but not walking up. Okay. I want my exercise. You can't walk up it. Even though I was saying I want to get my exercise in, they were like, no.
I think you were the first person to ever ask that. They looked at you in disbelief, like, what is this crazy woman on about?
And also, I was wondering, why is everyone just sat here? I thought they're waiting in the shade, but yes, there's
in retrospect it's really, really obvious, but yeah, we are
but they don't
slow
really
on the uptake.
They don't really explain that. So on the ticket, there is a session number 5, for example. 4's gone in now, but there's also a number, so they're saying you're number 12, so you're in session 5, number 12, and they will call you out, so we'll just wait here and chill. Yeah, it's a small lift, so I think it's only a 10 persons lift.
10 per people, okay, it's a hard working lift, no doubt.
Yeah, that's my
Question is should I try backspin? There are lots of kids for me to kick here. we can laugh about these things in after the fact.
But there's a lot of space, so hopefully they won't kick it.
I'm not going to. That's retired my b-boy career forever.
Oh, the kid was alright. Okay, so the guy with the tannoy has just come out and is saying numbers, but you can't hear with this music. I've got Tim to go and check. Tired? So we eventually got in the lift and we are at the top now, and I did think when looking at the model tower that it looks a little bit like the Empire State Building, and it actually does. When you're up here it's like a mini version. I'll have a little walk around. Tim is risking the phone out of the railing. I don't know if you can see the views. Yeah, I'm waiting for Tom Hanks to turn up. What film am I referring to? Then you queue back to get back down. But I think you go down 2 floors. Oh, sorry. Let's go up the railing. There you go. Oh, and there's a massive square down there. It looks like a water feature, I think. Cool. I'm on top of the world.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we got down a little bit quicker than we got up, and what is my takeaway? Well, let's get away from the music, and I think that music must torment the lift attendant who must go up and down hundreds of times a day. That is a torture in itself. I feel really sorry for him. He seems to fall asleep on the brief interlude between up and down though. They've definitely mastered sleeping standing up here in Indonesia. And my other take was, it's a really smoggy city. Their smog overlaid the whole city in every direction, and there are lots of skyscrapers and they seem to be built in little clusters here and there and everywhere. Yeah, that poor attendant.
We are on floor 2, so we don't need to wait for the lift, and we can now take the stairs. Whew. It's nice and cool in here, and very echoey. Ah.
I was just admiring I was admiring him go past on his little bike selling his wares, but also these green scooters, and I was like, yeah, they're a cool colour. And then I realised they're opposite what looks like a military barracks. Explains the soldiers hanging around, and they have like a military plate on them, so yeah, they're parking all their scooters out the front.
So we have to go.
So we have seen the mosque on the horizon from the National Monument, and we are on our way to find it.
Well, it's a 5-minute walk. We need to cross the river, so we need to go up here, cross the river, And it looks like there's a train system here, and then go to the mosque. 5 minutes. It
Yeah,
says.
will they let us in to have a look? I don't know, but let's go and have a little see. Oh no, I think we have to come back tomorrow to visit the mosque. They are shut today on a Friday, but we will be more than welcome tomorrow. And we did almost get hustled into buying
This lady behind us.
a plastic bag for. We just were like handed to us and we thought, okay, we must need a plastic bag.
For our
But then-
shoes. but
Yeah, then I
the
thought,
guy
hang
was
on a
like,
minute, and I didn't part with any cash, and I managed to hand it back, which perhaps once it's given, it's hard to do. But we will come back tomorrow, and apparently around the corner we can go and visit Jakarta Cathedral. So,
and then view it from that side.
Yeah.
So let's see.
okay.
I mean, it's never ending. Right, we need to walk on.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Yeah, and let's go. Well done, Sarah. You truly have the hand of power.
Stuck in the name of love. Oh, my life. So what's this? It's Jakarta's.
I think it's Jakarta Cathedral, but we're going to go and have to really find out. And it stands on the oppositional side of the little river that runs through to the big mosque, which I also need to find out the name of. But I know it's a big one. I think it holds 10,000 people capacity there, which is absolutely insane. And don't quote me, but I think it may be the biggest one in Southeast Asia. I don't know about that though, so I'm going to have to double check all this. I came very unprepared. It's a bit of a freestyle. Yeah, never did any choreography.
Let's check out this.
And I presume maybe this is the Archbishop of Jakarta Cathedral. Shake his hand and let's hope he's going to let us into the actual cathedral.
No, are we allowed in? I'll ask. Are we allowed in?
And I have always wished to receive blessings from the Pope, and here is my chance to have a sit down with Pope Francis, the man himself. He is the first Jesuit Pope, and the story of the Jesuits is an interesting one in the relationship that they've had with the Church over the centuries, and definitely one I'd recommend having a little delve and a look into. As I wander through the museum, which is in an outbuilding of the cathedral waiting to get let in, if possible, in about an hour's time, I'm learning a little bit about Our Lady of the Assumption, which is what the Cathedral of Jakarta is named. It was consecrated in 1901. Of course, it was after an arduous journey of reconstruction since I think its early beginnings in 1808, and it seems that the Catholic Church has had a turbulent time here in Jakarta, while I guess it's always intermixed with colonialism and the religions that prevailed within those colonial powers. But for a while the Dutch East India Company were Protestant and they were anti the Catholic Church, and they wanted to limit the authority of the Holy See throughout all the lands, and yeah, they were essentially, I guess, at war with each other and the different faiths that underpinned those colonies. It's always the way. Religion and state. Are we trying to gate crash a wedding?
Yeah. dress. There we go.
There we go. What a grand location to get married in. But I think doing it in Bali on the cliff top beats this, to be honest. But that's no disrespect to this neoclassical church with those two white, high and mighty spires.
It's like the cathedral in Barcelona, talking about going on a Barcelona trip. It's like the La Familia, is it?
The Sacred Familia.
A small version of it.
Yeah, it's. I guess one facade looks kind of similar, but that is a properly organic and crazy old cathedral. But I can see the comparison.
Yeah. But now the bride's out. Hopefully we can go in.
You do have to admire Sarah's go-get attitude, but yeah, she's a bit bolder than I would be. The bride literally has stepped out. She's gone up there to say, "Oh, can we get a little look around the cathedral?" Maybe they need to do a little bit of a clean up in there first, but you never know. Sometimes she does get away with these things. And yes, I did speak too soon. We are allowed straight in, so I'm going to take my hat off and head through the metal detector.
That was nice, a bit of peace and quiet in the cathedral, and now we will head back to our hotel, but we're trying to figure out, do we go with one of those cute little tuk-tuks? I've just looked on Grab and it costs about 26,000, so gives you a bit of a ballpark figure on what they should be charging. So yeah, we'll see. See. One, two, three, four. Okay.
All good?
Yeah. Okay.
So what have we agreed to, Sarah?
40.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Alright, let's do this.
My first time in a motorised tricycle.
And it's quite funky inside.
Smacking someone in the face with a 360 camera because it is pretty tight down these roads. It is an interesting construction, this tuk-tuk. So it's a tricycle and it looks like it's essentially a motorbike, that they've got a cab and a couple of wheels on the back. It's pretty cool. I don't know how it would fare in a crash though. Yeah. Let's not think about that though.
Perfect, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, enjoy your day.
Hold on.
Thank
I
you.
like
That
your...
was fun. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, sorry. I give you the money. Hold on. Yeah. We are back in the Art Hotel. And that was a fun journey back on the tuk-tuk. I want to say tuk-tuk, but maybe if you know what they're called here in Indonesia, let us know.
I'm going to go with motorised tricycle of doom.
They were fun, and he had a funky one as well. It wasn't just blue, he had proper decoration going on.
He certainly did, and it's not just the other traffic hitting you have to worry about. It was the insane amount of fumes on the road. When we were sat behind that bus, the temperature shot up and I felt like I was going to be gassed.
Yeah.
You can see where the pollution comes from here. It's absolutely crazy, and the roads, yeah, they are polluting like a mofo.
But we negotiated, it was 40,000. A grab is about 25, so we thought 40 is fine, which is about £2, and it just saved us walking 40 minutes. So yeah, it was cool.
And overall, I really enjoyed my outing into Jakarta.
Yeah.
It is really clean, and people seem really friendly, and the sellers, they're not particularly pushy. They'll ask and then, cool, it's fine.
That's it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and it kind of surprised me. I didn't know what to make, and I thought maybe I needed to have my wits a little bit more about me in terms of safety and things like that, but touch wood, it seemed really, really safe. Yeah.
And it felt quite calming as well, like where we visited, it's all quite spacious, not too many crowds, and yeah, just nice to walk around. So the weather was nice. When the sun popped out, I just had to use the umbrella, but it wasn't too hot, so yeah, cool. All right, well that is it, and we're gonna go back to the rooftop. No, we're not.